Many of us use our mobile devices for, well, just about everything, including logging into banking and social media sites. But is your information protected? I think we kind of know the answer to that. Joining us this morning is Larry Rouse, who's the Director of Information Systems for One-to-One Financial Credit Union. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Larry.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Talking about this story, we were just having a chat in the newsroom this morning while we were getting ready for the newscast. Every single one of us in the newsroom has had at least our bank account hacked. I mean, what on earth can you do to protect yourself? Because you've got to use these devices.
Well, people are using them for more and more things all the time. And probably the most important thing that I can tell people is fully 90% of the mobile devices out there have no antivirus software mounted on them. And that makes them very, very vulnerable. You get a link, you click it, you're compromised.
Which brings me to my next question, because we always hear about viruses on our desktop computers, but viruses are a threat to our tablets and our phones?
They certainly are. And as more and more people use these devices for financial transactions and shopping, they're now holding information that criminals can turn into money. Apple just announced that they're going to have a near-field communications chip in their phones, which means you're going to be able to use your phone as a payment device. When that occurs, it's vulnerable and the criminals are going to go after it.
And are you any safer if you're using an app to get online to a certain website?
The apps certainly help, simply because the apps are designed with that security in mind, whereas if you're just going to a normal website, it may not have all those security features in place.
How exactly do you get a virus on your tablet or your cell phone? Is it different from how you might get it from your PC?
It's actually very similar for the most part. People get their email on their devices. There are attachments that could be used to infect the device. There's the stray link that you could get and click on. One unusual thing about the device is the Bluetooth connection. That is an open connection. If somebody is close enough to you to pick it up, they could use that to infect your phone.
Okay, so when we say Bluetooth, are we talking about, you know, the little bug in your ear, or even a Bluetooth keyboard, or in your car?
All three, as a matter of fact. You could be sitting in a parking lot using the Bluetooth in your car, and the person in the car next to you could be monitoring what's going through it.
You just never, I would imagine you need to be careful in apartment complexes too, because you've got so many people right next to each other.
Certainly, absolutely you do. And it's also very important to know what your phone is connecting to. A lot of phones have auto connect turned on by default. You need to turn that off. Any feature you're not actually using, you need to turn those features off.
Okay, that sounds good. Larry Rouse, thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was really good advice. Do you have any final words before we go?
Just be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you know what you're connecting to. Never use an open Wi-Fi connection for financial transactions.
Very good. Great information. If you'd like some more information, you can go to one-to-one-fcu.org. And on our next show, we're going to be learning about how our credit ratings affect our everyday life.